Would you like to sponsor a Flerf? That's right, you can have your very own Flerf. Well, not have, but like you could sponsor them to go to Antarctica. You see, Will Duffy has created the final experiment where he's going to send one or two flat earthers and one normal person at his expense to Antarctica to see if the Flerfs claim that the 24-hour sun doesn't exist, right? They say that there's no 24-hour sun in Antarctica. It's specifically that it circles around over their head. And they have to say this because there's no way for any flat earth map for the sun to be north of you, because that's where it would have to be, and also south of you at the same time. It can't be both places. So if the sun is ever south of you when you're in Antarctica, because that's the perimeter of their big old dirt pizza, it could never be there, because then nobody at the rest, there aren't enough sun. There's only one. Well, they say there's two or three or four or infinite. Well, those things are easy to test because the sun has sunspots, and you can just take a picture of the sun somewhere north and in Antarctica at the same time to see if it has the same pattern of sunspots. Even more so, they might claim that it's a reflection. Well, a reflection will get a mirror image. So again, the sunspots will give away if there's a reflection. So these are great things to test while in Antarctica. And certainly flat earthers, the truthers that they are, will be excited to know that they could potentially receive a free trip to Antarctica to test their beliefs. Well, so far, two have absolutely rudely denied going on a free trip, the trip of a lifetime they've rejected. Why is that? Well, that's because they need to protect their little grift, right? They know that if they go to Antarctica, then they won't make any more money fooling people about flat Earth. So those couple, Flat Earth Dave and Nathan Oakley, have both decided to, in very rude ways, say that they're not going. And currently there are two flat earthers that are pondering going. And they might go, Jaron and Austin, they might go. But you know what? There are other flat earthers. There were 24 flat earthers that were specifically named by Will Duffy in the final experiment as people that he would love to see participate and go to Antarctica. So that leaves 20 more flat earthers that could potentially go. I will put their names in the description. So here's what they need. So far, none of them have put together a crowdfund to go. None of the flat earthers have said, I would like to be the one to go. They've not even volunteered. They've not even said, bring me to the front of the line of the 24. Not only that, none of them have started a crowdfunding to go. So this is your chance. If you are in a position to pay for a flat earther to go, that's on the list, especially if they're on the list, I would like to be the one to help facilitate that. So have a look at the list. Maybe you want to see Dean Odell go. Well, you're out of luck. Somebody has already offered to pay for Dean Odell to go to Antarctica. And we are waiting on his absolute positive acceptance of it because he has said he wants to go. So definitely he'll want to go. He'll definitely say he'll go, right? Well, he should. But will he? He said this about going to Antarctica.
All we'd have to prove is go to Antarctica. Let me and you go to Antarctica, spend a week there in the summer, and let's see if the sun does a 360-degree circle all the way around us. If so, it's a ball. But if the sun comes in this way and then leaves that way, then it's not.
That's right. He said, if there is a 24-hour sun, then the Earth is a globe. So he is, the truth lover that he is, he's definitely going to want to go. Well, maybe, I don't know. He's been a little silent. He might want to do a better job of declining should he not be able to go or not want to go than the other people that have. Maybe he, for example, if somebody wants to not go, right? If they can't go, they have a conflict. There's ways to say that aren't rude. You could say, well, I can't go. I've got a real problem. I've got whatever it is. But I would like to nominate somebody else on the list, or I would like to say, well, this person who's going, Jaron or Austin, or somebody else, or a friend, some other flat earther that they know, that they trust. Say, take this person in my stead. I trust what they say. If they get footage of the 24-hour sun, I will definitely declare that the earth is a globe, right? Because they're truthers. They care so much about truth. Anyway, so then there's a handful of other flat earthers on the list. So maybe you want to be the one to say, Eric Dubay, you should go. I will pay for you to go to Antarctica. All expenses paid. And maybe a few people you want to get together. Maybe some people want to start a crowd fund to send Eric Dubay to go to Antarctica, or Sean Griffin to go to Antarctica, or, well, there's so many of them. If you would like to be the one to do that, please let me know. I would love to facilitate that. You can email me, mctoon@mctoon.net. Now, if you're thinking, I know Eric Dubay won't accept, because that would destroy Eric Dubay's grift. No more grifty money from Eric, because he's made his declaration that the 24-hour sun is impossible if the earth is flat. So though he has been kind of waffling on that one, he's been moving his own goalposts. Anyway, if you'd like to be the one, then send me an email. But I'm going to ask this. Don't just rely on him saying that he won't go. I'm going to ask you to be able to prove that you have the money somehow and that you're willing to do it, right? I need that. That's only fair. No bluffs. I don't bluff. You should not either. I won't be part of a bluff like that. So, but you're pretty safe. Anyway, if you'd like to be the one, let me know. If you'd like to start a crowd fund, do it. I'll promote it here. Now, here's another option. This is a secondary option, not as optimal. If you think, well, maybe I'll structure it this way. Eric Dubay or other flatty, I'll pay for you to go. All expenses paid. You go, you put no money out, you go to Antarctica, and then you watch and you see if the sun does circles over your head like the globe predicts, or if it does whatever the hell the flat earth predicts that none of them can actually clearly state. Some say it will set. Some, well, of course that's ridiculous, but because in reality it should be above the horizon, but just, north, northeast, northwest, but north, never south. That's the actual geometry, but they say it'll set. Okay, fine. If it sets, whatever. Then super. You keep the money. You win. But if the sun circles, you pay them back. So you might want to structure it that way. That would require you to not bluff and to put the money forward. It would also, of course, require then Eric Dubay or whoever to be on the line to pay it back. So there's your options. I'd love to be part of this facilitation. If you're able to do it, please contact me. Or if you want, you could contact Will Duffy at The Final Experiment. I'll put the link to his website and his YouTube channel in the description. So there it is. Sponsor a Flerf. This is your chance to get one of them on the plane to Antarctica.
Dave Weiss is a scammer. Dave Weiss is a scammer. I'm a scammer.